Step 1. Warm up with touch.
Step 1. Warm up by asking your dog to touch your outstretched hand. If your dog doesn't know the cue touch, you need to work on that first and build it to be a strong behavior. Ready, Trish? Touch. Awesome. Touch. Good girl. Touch. Once your dog is reliably touching your hand, you can drop a treat and back away from your dog so your dog has to approach you in order to touch your hand. The goal here, go get it, Trish. The goal here is to be able to just outstretch your hand and your dog will naturally want to touch it rather than you having to say the cue touch. If your dog doesn't think to touch it, you can go back to using your cue again. Touch. Good girl. Awesome. You can also feed a treat in your hand and then throw a treat for your dog. If your dog keeps backing away from your hand like Trish is, because she's a very polite dog, she doesn't want to be in your space.
Step 2. Play tug, let go, step back, and ask your dog to touch.
Step 2. Now play tug with your dog. Get it. And as your dog's tugging on the toy, drop it and take a step backwards. Yes! And mark any movement forwards in your direction. And the reward is to tug more on the toy. Are you ready? Yes! Good job. Touch. Yeah! If you have a dog that doesn't like playing with toys, you can first click them for looking at the toy, for taking steps towards the toy, for grabbing the toy, and finally, for tugging on the toy. Are you ready? When the dog finds out by playing with the toy equals the treats, they're going to start to want to play with the toy so they can have the treats. And what you do is you build the reinforcement value of the toy. Ready? Get it. Haha. Yes. Get it. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Awesome. Ready? Get it. Yes. Good job. Get it. Yes. 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 Ah. Yes. Yes.
Step 3. Drop the toy on the ground.
Step 3. When your dog is coming towards you with the toy, when you outstretch your hand, you can drop the toy in front of your dog and see if your dog, when you cue your dog to get it, will bring the toy to your hand. Are you ready? Tug, get it. Touch. Yes. Drop, get it. Touch. Where did that? Touch. Yeah. Drop, get it. Go get it. Touch. Yeah, get it. Tug it.
Step 4. Throw the toy.
Step 4. The final step is throwing the toy, cueing your dog to get it, and cueing your dog to touch. And eventually, seeing if your dog will think, after he gets the toy, to touch your hand with the toy before you give the cue, touch. Are you ready? Are you steady? Are you ready? You want this thing, huh? You want this thing, huh? Get it! Touch! Yeah, good boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Good girl! The final step is throwing the toy out, cueing your dog to get it, and seeing if your dog will bring it back to your hand without you having to say the cue, touch.